But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hit buy, and it's going to run through our order here of what we're doing. We can hit confirm, and just like that, it now bounced into our open orders. So in today's video, I want to explain to you guys how simple it is to make a trade with Webull. So if you're interested in investing or getting into the stock market, this is a video you're not going to want to miss. What is up guys, Paul James here. Welcome back to the video here. Now, if you've been a subscriber of mine for the past year in 2019, you've probably seen that towards the end of the year, I started to get into investing in the stock market and retirement savings and, really all of that whole thing. And I'm still learning myself, but I've learned a lot along the way so far. And part of what I want to do in 2020 is share that experience with you and share what I'm learning. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, I'd suggest you do that. Just drop below and subscribe and tick the bell notification icon because we talk about a lot of stuff like this and I'll update you every time I post a new video. So anyways, what I wanted to do today is one of the things that as I was learning, early on was actually learning how to make the trade on these different investing apps. There's so many to choose from. One of the ones that I really like is called Webull. So I want to show you today how to actually execute a trade using that app because it's one of the things that when I started off, it looks kind of confusing and complicated, but really it's something that isn't very hard to do. It's pretty simple. So I want to take the time today to show you how to do that. Now, before we get into this video, I do want to just throw the disclaimer out there and say that I'm not a licensed, professional to give investing advice or anything like that. I'm simply sharing my experience with you. So don't take investing advice from me or anything like that, but this is my experience and how I actually am investing and saving for retirement. This is what I'm doing. So to start with, we're gonna hop in and look at the app right now. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cut over to my phone and I'm gonna show with you first how to actually make the trade, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about why I decided to go with this specific trade. All right guys, so what you wanna do is you wanna go into the Webull app and you can click basically any of these two buttons at the bottom, either watch list or markets, to go and actually start searching for a stock that you'd like to make a trade on. So if I go into markets, for example, I can come up to the top to search and I can search for whatever it is I want to search for. So let's just do TBB. This would be the AT&T stock. So Webull gives you some pretty cool features where you can go through and you can look at charts of how it's performed over the past month, the past 3 months, so on and so forth. You could just kind of look through and see how it's doing. They've got some news, so you can go through. You can see here it was in the news for 8 dividend stocks passing vigorous fundamental yield and criteria. It's got comments, which you can go through and read what other people think about it. Obviously take that with a grain of salt, but it is kind of cool that they have those different features available. One of the reasons why I really like Webull. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit trade, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy some of this stock, which is AT&T. So I like to do limit order. That's what I'm gonna do in this particular trade, which means that I wanna limit it to this price, which in this case right now it's trading at $26.54. So that's what my limit order is set to automatically by default, which is nice. I can choose how many shares I wanna buy of it. Of course, you're gonna wanna make sure you have money deposited in your account. I do the direct deposit method, which is where you link your bank account with them, and then you can just deposit up to, I think it's up to like $50,000 a day. So it's nice because it'll just go right in directly and it'll let you have buying power right away as long as your account is verified, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 20 shares of the AT&T stock right now. For the time in force, I usually do good to close, so when the market closes. And if you want, you could do stop loss. This is good if you're buying or selling. You could say I only want to sell if it hits this price, or I only want to buy if it drops to this price. So it's kind of nice. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hit buy, and it's going to run through our order here of what we're doing. We can hit confirm, and just like that, it now bounced into our open orders. Once that order fills, we will get a notification from Webull, which is nice because it's on our phone, so we'll get that notification even if we're not in the app. It'll notify us and say, hey, your order has been filled. So that is how you make the trade using the app. It's really straightforward, really simple. I really like it. as I'm starting to get into the investing here, it's really been helpful. So now that you know how to make the trade using the Webull app, as you can see, it's really, really simple. I want to explain to you why I decided to go with that trade. So one of the particular strategies that I learned about at the end of last year from a lot of other YouTubers out there, there's lots of great information on YouTube, by the way. So I've been learning a lot, and I want to share what I've been learning as well on this channel so that you guys can kind of follow along with my journey, and maybe I inspire you to, take it serious and start researching on your own as well. One of the strategies I particularly like is called dividend investing. And that's where you pick really well-known established companies that have so much profit that they decide they don't need all that profit to grow their business. So what they do is they invest it back, or they give it back basically to the shareholders in the form of dividends. So I look for companies like that when I'm deciding to invest, because I know regardless of how the stock performs, if it goes up or down, I'm still going to most likely get a dividend back. Usually it's every month, or it varies, but you can look on each stock and you can see what their dividend yield is. And that'll give you an idea of how much you can expect to get back in dividends. So every month, I've now got passive income coming in regardless, because of those dividends. Regardless of if the stock is up or down, I'm still can count on that same dividend coming in, which is nice. So that is why I decided to make that investment today, is because this is one of the companies that I've had my eye on that has a long track record of giving back dividends to their shareholders. So basically you'll get a certain dividend for every share of that stock that you own, which is really nice. So you can decide to then take those dividends if you want, which is what I'm doing, and reinvest it back into your portfolio so that it's even more growing and growing and growing, which is really great. Now, again, I really like Webull because Webull offers zero commission trades, which means that you can trade as much as you want. They're not taking any commissions off of those trades. The way that they make their money is, for example, one of the ways is, let's say you deposit $1,000 into your Webull account, but you didn't make any trades on it yet. Like you didn't buy any stocks or anything like that. For everyone who does that, that money's just sitting there, so they collect interest off of that money. They use that money and collect interest off of it. So that's one of the ways that they make their money. But Webull is kind of the new kid on the block when it comes to the stock market investing apps. And because of that, they are backed by a lot of investors, and they want to get as many people to start using their platform as they can so that they can quickly become a leader in the industry. And one of the things that they're doing to incentivize people to join them and come in is they're giving away free stocks. So if you look in the description of my video, I will leave a link. And if you use my link, they give away stocks. I think they give away 2 or 3 of them. Don't take my exact word for this because they're constantly switching it up. And this is something that they're probably not going to be doing forever. So you should jump on this right away if you're serious about this and you want to start investing in your future. I would recommend doing this right now. But what they do is they give you 1 free stock for opening an account right now. They give you another free stock for making a deposit, and then another stock for free if you deposit $100. So basically, I would commit to depositing $100, opening an account and depositing $100, because then you'll get the most out of it. You'll get 3 free stocks. So I actually got a stock for Ford, and then another one was stock for BIOS. And the cool part is I've heard of people actually getting like stock for like Facebook and stuff like that. And I think the Ford stock, is not bad either. But there's a lot of options. You can get stocks valued up to $1,000, I think, is the current promotion, but they keep changing it. Sometimes it's $1,400, sometimes it's up to $1,000, but you have a good shot at getting something good regardless. And the cool part is that you could literally just go and, deposit that money, the $100, get your free stocks, and then withdraw the $100 if you wanted right back out. And you'd still be ahead because you'd have the free stocks, right? But I think this is a good excuse, a better excuse than any other, to go and get started and start taking your retirement seriously and start investing. And also, if this is new to you, like it was to me when I first started not that long ago, this is a good opportunity to learn. And these investing apps now make it super simple. It's not like back in the day when you had to go and you had to pay commissions and it was expensive to try and learn and make mistakes and stuff. Now, it's 0 commissions. You can go and you can start trading right away from your smartphone. How cool is that? So anyways, I thought that this would be a cool video to make because this is going to be some of my focus in 2020. If you want to learn more about this stuff or you want to see my journey, because again, I'm just sharing what I'm learning and what I'm working on right now. So if you'd like to see more of that, and this topic interests you, leave me a comment below in the video right now and let me know if there's any questions you have or if there's anything particular that you want to see that I'm doing that maybe I didn't talk about in this video or that I didn't answer clearly. Let me know and I will try and shoot a video on that in the future. Also, if you could do me a favor, it really helps out. Smash the like button because that definitely helps show YouTube that you like this video and it helps the channel grow. And again, if I caught you as a new viewer and you've never been to the channel before, my name is Paul James. This channel is all about entrepreneurship, personal finance, investing, saving money, all of that kind of good stuff. If that stuff interests you and you want to learn more, you should drop below and subscribe and tick the bell notification icon so that you can get notified every time I post a new video. But anyways, guys, that is it. Go right now, take action on this, open up an account, deposit $100, get your 3 free stocks, valued up to $1,000 or more potentially depending on when this video releases because they keep changing it, and make your first trade so that you can get started and you can start growing your retirement account. Let's start 2020 off really strong and stick to our goals and do this. All right, guys? I will see you in another video. I am Paul James. Peace out.